Jay and Brooks here with the Trying to Trick a Trout YouTube channel. If you came here looking for people reeling in a bunch of fish, or us teaching you how to fish good, then you're in the wrong spot, because we are not good fishermen. This is our first summer really of trying to catch fish. We fished a little bit like 5 years ago. We caught 2 trout over the whole summer, so we're not very good at fishing. So that's why we named this channel Trying to Trick a Trout, because that's about all we can do is try to trick the trout. We usually don't succeed.
So we're here at this kind of high mountain lake. We are kind of fishing with bait, maybe some lures tonight, see if we can reel in a fish. So come along, let's see what happens.
So we were at some printing place getting paper because we own a printing company. So we were sitting in the dock with our truck and we were about to get the paper, but before we could load the paper, we realized that our fishing rods were in the back of the truck. So what we did was we put the fishing rods on the roof of the truck. And then after that, we began to load up all the paper. But after we finished loading the paper, we did not realize that the fishing rods were on the truck, and we drove away. And our fishing rods were still there. And at some point, some person came and stole the fishing rods because we came back and they were not there. So we drove about 40 miles away from where we were. It was some little town in Colorado, and we didn't realize it till just then. So we came all the way back about 40 miles. We came back to the printing place, and we drove up, and we realized that our fishing rods were gone.
So we're driving down the road, and apparently we forgot to shut the hood of the truck. So I'm going to go do that now. So you might be wondering why or how we are driving down the road when we did not shift the car into gear. That is because it's broken and you have to reach under the dash and just grab the shifting column under the dashboard and pull it with your hand.
We just forgot that we need some gas to get there, so, and he's getting some tea as well. Dog, quit barking.
Got some tea at the Maverick store because I was thirsty. So we are stopping on the way to go fishing at Sirius, Texas to get some food. So we're stopping at Sirius, Texas Barbecue because you may have heard these guys doing catch and cooks. Well, we'd starved to death. So we're gonna do the eat and fish. So we're eating ahead of time. This may not make us better fishermen, but it will make us not hungry fishermen. We just left Sirius, Texas Barbecue. Got some ribs, pulled pork, brisket. We're fat and happy. Brooks tried ribs for the first time. I'll get his reaction to the meal. Brooks, what is your opinion here?
It was very good. I really like ribs.
And what are we doing now?
We're headed to the lake to try to trick a trout. We came here because we probably were not going to, I mean, if we were to have to survive on our catch, it would not end very well. So we came here. This is the Durango train. It goes from Silverton to Durango every day. I put on a sweater, it's pretty cold. But as you can see, we are at the lake. So we're gonna begin walking down to the lake. This is our gear. It's just some cheap Walmart fishing rod with Boss Creek reel on there. And for bait, we're using this fake worm here. Just a fake little worm jig, because all our worms died from the heat. It's too hot in the back of this truck for them. Yeah, and then we got a bobber, and then just a bucket and a net to get the fish. Big side pumpkin. So I'm seeing some fish surfacing here, but that's about it. So I guess we're gonna cast out and see what happens. So I just got this little fake worm, and it's got whatever this thing is. I don't know, we just found this thing at some random lake around here. That's how we get most of our lures. And we usually have moderate success with worms, so that's what we're gonna use. So it's got 6-pound fishing line. We're just gonna cast it out and see what happens. The dog wants to chase the bobber, so that's happening. Our fake worm has not produced anything, not even a nibble, so I mean, to me it looks like pretty realistic of a worm, but clearly the fish don't think the same way. So I'm gonna put a real worm on here, because most of our worms have turned into hot mush because we left them in the truck. But apparently we have some worms that should work, so we're gonna see if they're alive. Alright, it looks like these worms are alive, so I mean, they look kind of half dead to me. It'll work. I'm gonna rig one up. Alright, I got the worm hooked up here. We're gonna cast it out. Alright, we're back out there with a real worm this time. And if you're wondering why he isn't fishing, that's because his rod was in the back of the truck, and we had a bunch of junk in the back of there, and it fell on top of his rod, and his rod snapped in half like a twig. So that's why that's why he ain't fishing. There's fish jumping all around our bobber. We were gonna try and get some footage of them with the GoPro, some underwater footage, but we forgot to charge it, so it's dead. So that will not work. These fish are all over the bobber, but no takers yet.
So we've got the bobber out there, and I can see these fish surfacing front, back, and both sides of the bobber. But so far none have pulled it under. But if you look at the water, I can see like 10 places where they've surfaced right now. But at the moment, they're ignoring our worm.
They do not seem to have an interest in our buffet for them tonight. But at least Pumpkin's happy eating her grass.
If I had a line out here, they'd be interested.
Alright, we just had a bobber down. Well, it didn't stay down. The bobber went down. but nothing. Oh, it's down. Oh, it went down again, and I set the hook, but the fish did not catch the hook in its mouth. Let's see if it comes back. The worm on the hook. Oh, we just flew our bait off. We just flung our bait clean off the hook. As you can probably tell, we don't know what we're doing. The bobber. Alright, as you can see, our bobber's wiggling around. Someone's biting it, but we haven't hooked up yet. We're waiting for the fish to take it down. Man, come on, fish, take it. We're gonna let him kind of chew it up a little. Still biting, still biting. Just waiting for him to commit to it. Alright. That was a pretty quick bite. We got that pretty fast. Looks like we still have a tiny... So yeah, he totally chewed up our worm, as you can see. Totally chewed. But he didn't take it. So we're gonna have to put some more worm on there. Just right where that fish was biting. Put it right back in the rod holder. Let's see what happens. Yeah, these fish are pretty aggressive. Oh, he's taking it. Just nibbling it. Come on. I just need him to catch the hook. He's just getting little ends of the worm here. Oh, we got it. Ah, popped off. He came clean. He came right off the hook, but we had him on. He came off the hook. Oh, got him. Ah, he got off again. The fish got off. Oh, we're getting it. Well, we're getting bites. Here goes again.
With it.
Got it. All right, we got a fish here. Let's try and land it. See if we can land this fish. Oh, we got him in the net. That's a fish in the net, folks. There we go. Nice little rainbow. And he's out of the net. All right. We're going to get him off the hook pretty quick here. All right. All right, bud, let's get you off the hook. This should be an easy hook retrieve. All right, he's off the hook. I'm gonna put the hook right there. Right. I'm gonna grab him real quick. All right. There he is. He's a little small, so we're gonna put him back. He's a little small to eat. He's not gonna have much meat in him. So we're gonna just let him go here. We're just gonna give him a minute to kind of recover. And when he's ready, we're gonna let him go. Here, you can... Yeah. He ain't gonna make it. Well, that's how it goes sometimes, folks. I think we hooked him in the gills. And he's not able to... He'll be tasty. Alright, there we go. We have succeeded in catching this little baby trout.
Get the focus on it. Alright, let's take him back to the truck.
Well, we are back, and all we caught was that one little fish. We had a lot of bites, but it is bitterly cold. We called it for a night. We'll cook up that fish a little later. So it is the next day, and we did not have much success yesterday. All we caught was that little baby fish, and it got very cold. We kept trying to catch the fish after we caught another fish after we caught that first one, but we did not succeed. So today we're doing something a little more fun, and we are going mountain biking. So trouble shifting. All right, here we go. So we're going to a mountain biking trail here in Pagosa, and it's a pretty nice day, nice and sunny. We ended up giving that fish, we skinned up that fish. As you know, something about this trail is that it's got a lot of options. And here, there's a little pond right at the start of the trail, and our dog Pumpkin really likes this pond, so we're going to probably stop there and let the dog swim around, have a drink,